Hello there and welcome to Wrexham, where it remains very early in their respective careers. These players, led by the very gifted Daniel Williams, have a very real chance of developing into a golden generation for the club. Our first youth intake, and it looks good. Hello there, let's look at our first youth intake. Go on, elite prospects. 4 elite prospects, 3 top, 5 good, 4 decent, and 0 poor. First, let's look at the 4 elite prospects: Ryan Hughes, Thomas Jones, Daniel Williams, and Ian Jones. Firstly, Ryan Hughes, attacking midfielder, 16 years old. This did happen a little while ago, about 2 weeks ago, so I've signed most of them up. Ryan Hughes, decent finishing technique, lacking a little bit of the technicals, passing, decent all-rounder, got some good mentals, maybe stamina and strength aren't that good, but 5'7" at 16, maybe not great, but with 19 determination it could become someone in the future who is good. Thomas Jones, another Welsh 15-year-old this time, looks a little bit better starting off. Heading's a little bit low, but right third, good pace, natural fitness, marking, talent, technique's good, decisions, determination's good, position, teamwork good. I think he's a little bit closer to the first team. Daniel Williams, who the youth players, youth coach talked about, 15-year-old Welsh right winger slash striker, good crossing, passing, technique, free kick taking. It's a bit of determination as well, pace is decent as well, not too bad, the 15-year-old. And then the last of the lead prospects, Ian Jones, left winger. First touch is good, passing technique as well. Aggression, bravery, good determination as well. Nice to see a lot of our players have good determination. On to top prospects, we've got Matt Campbell, left midfielder, good finishing, long shots, technique, determination 7, so a bit lower than the rest. But not too bad from Matt Campbell. Alexander Jones, attacking midfielder, left side, dribbling and finishing, technique good, aggression's good, determination's not too bad. Pace is a little bit lacking, but passing's a little bit low. Concentration decisions are low, leadership's low, positioning of 1, maybe. And the last one we're going to look at is Harvey Brooks. Looks like he's going to be a left back. 5 marking and 3 heading, maybe not. Determination 3, I don't think he's going to make it. Central midfielder, maybe. Maybe. Probably not. Low determination, doesn't look great. Anyway, rest of them, I think we've signed the good prospects as well. Just no one too great. Michael Marshall Potts seems a bit of a wow. Jordan Brees, maybe. 6'5", high jumping reach, but heading of 6. David Hughes, probably not. JB Thomas, maybe not on him either. And Lewis Brimfield, definitely not. I'm gonna sign him up just for the youth team because it is pretty bad. Any of these any good? Jay Williams, no. Powell, no. And no. So let's kick you off with the results from last time, and then we'll get into some matchday action. So since that Tottenham game where we lost 2-0 in the FA Cup 4th round, 1-0 win over Ep.6 with George Dobson getting the goal. 2-1 defeat against Portsmouth, Arthur Okonkwo and Sugisic getting the goals for Portsmouth, and Nathan Porter getting a goal in the first minute. 2-2 draw against Charlton, definitely the worst teams we seem to struggle against. Portsmouth, Charlton and Watford, 3 teams we really should be beating, especially if we're in the playoffs. 2-2 draw against this one, Kiefer Moore and Max Cleworth getting the goals in that one. 2-1 defeat at 2 managerless Watford. Ben Chief getting a goal, but it wasn't enough. Over to our decent run of form in the last 3 games. 3-2 win over Holm, Mark Sykes, Josh Windass, who's now out for 3 months, so we'll miss the rest of the season and playoffs should we make them. Mark Sykes, Windass, and Broadhead getting the goals in that one. Managerless Swansea, who are now in the relegation zone. Broadhead, Windass, and Kiefer Moore getting the goals in that one. 5-4 was the last game we played against Sheffield United, who are now mid-table. Serki own goal, double from Windass, Kiefer Moore, and Nathan Broadhead with Ogbeni, Karata, Chong, and Tom Cannon getting the goals. Let's look at that Sky Bet Championship. We are currently just in the playoffs, 4 points ahead of 7th place Wrexham, so 6 games left to go. We are in prime position. Our rival Swansea are also 3 points away from safety over to Stoke, Middlesbrough, and Preston. But let's go over to match day. Today we have West Brom and Southampton. West Brom, who are 23rd, and Southampton, who are aiming to beat us in their lineups. So, with Doyle out with a double hernia and Josh Windass out with a hip injury, we have Mark Sykes, who's not quite back to a full fitness, still injured. Should be able to be fine today though. Conquest starts in goal, Josh Key and Joe O'Brien as wingbacks, Viner and Cleworth in the central defence. Midfield 3 of Sheaf, Rathbone and O'Brien. Mark Sykes on the right, Broadhead behind, Kiefer Moore got up top. I don't know what I said in goal. He's not a goalkeeper. So then kicking off against West Brom. Not a bad team, but are in the relegation zone. These are the teams we usually struggle against. Kiefer Moore winning that one pretty easily first way. And Callum Stiles holds on to Mark Sykes' shirt. And Stiles is going to go into the referee's book. Yellow card after 23 seconds. That might be a record. Right, Joe Bryan to take. Did score a free kick in a playoff final. Rathbone into Bryan. Back to Sheaf, Cleworth, Bryan, Rathbone, Viner. Space on the right for Josh Key to get a ball into Broadhead. And via deflection, it's into the back of the net. 1 minute, 10 seconds in. Firstly, yellow card. And then Nathan Broadhead goal, 1 minute, 20 seconds in, Wrexham 1, West Brom 0. Johnston into Daryl DK, American International Malumbi to Imre, back to Malumbi, out to Bielik, to Jeb Wallace, who one of the wingers we were trying to get in January. Imre, over to Jed Wallace, does have a pretty good crossing. DK out to Alex Mower, who really should have hit the target, but straight into the West Brom fans. Josh Key on the ball, very central. Cleworth out to Rathbone, Sheath. Back to Rathbone, going to find Mark Sykes on his right hand side. Has plenty of opportunity to pick someone out. Picks Rathbone out of the box, finds Broadhead. Took it a little bit wide to get a shot though. Mark Sykes, chance to put the cross in into Kiefer Moore. Errs above Kiefer Moore. Lewis O'Brien can't win it, and it looks like a penalty has been awarded. Bielik was caught pushing O'Brien. Kiefer Moore to take. 19 minutes in, we have won a penalty. I believe it's Kiefer Moore to take it. It is Kiefer Moore. Gets Josh Griffiths in the West Brom goal. Griffiths goes the right way, but 17th goal of the season for Kiefer Moore, despite his injury. 20 minutes in, at Wrexham 2, West Brom 0. O'Brien picks it up from deep, out to Sheath, finds Broadhead from his feet. Already 2-0 up in this one. Broadhead, long ball over to Joe Bryan, doesn't quite get the pass right, that goes out for the throw-in. Imre running away from our defenders from midfield. Rathbone's courting back. Key knocks it out and knocks it in for Sykes. Sykes, Broadhead in behind, one-on-one with Griffiths. Griffiths read that way too easily. Broadhead kind of telegraphed where he was trying to go. Do get the corner though. Joe Bryan with the throw in. 31 minutes on the clock. Still 2-0 to Wrexham. Bryan and O'Brien down the left. Malumbi brings him down. Another foul from West Brom. Deep free kick for Wrexham. Conquer on the ball. Plays it short to Zach Viner into Josh Key's feet. Chance to move forward. Rathbone, not really marked. Broadhead in to Mark Sykes' feet. Space to spread his legs, and we get a decent ball in, or maybe even shoot himself. Does shoot himself. Josh Griffiths with his feet in a crowd of players. Knocks it out for a corner. So then into the second half against Kevin Nolan's West Brom team. Not sure I've seen him manage way too many teams. Josh Key finding the other wing back, Joe Bryan. He's got a lot of space, doesn't really, just about closed down and kind of gave up on him. Joe Bryan out to the box to Rathbone. Kiefer Moore knocks it back to Josh Key. Josh Key can into the box, into the back of the net. Josh Key gets his first goal for Wrexham. Wrexham 3 at West Brom at 0. 46 minutes on the clock, and looks like this won't be one of those days where Wrexham can't beat a team out behind them. Bad day for West Brom, already in the relegation zone at 3-0 down just after half time. Not a great day for them. 65 minutes on the clock. Wrexham have a corner. Joe Bryan to whip it in. Dikite away. Mark Sykes to pick up the pieces though. Mark Sykes cuts inside on his left foot. 4th goal of the season. 2nd goal for Wrexham. 65 minutes on the clock. Wrexham 4, West Brom 0. Kiefer Moore out to Broadhead. O'Brien has a lot of space on this left hand side, especially because we don't have a winger. O'Brien goes past his man. Wingback's trying to keep up with him. O'Brien to the back post. Broadhead's not going to win that. Josh Key knocks it down to Broadhead. 1-2 with him. Josh Key in the box into Mark Sykes. Can he get his hat trick off? Well, can he get his 2nd goal of the game off the post? Colin Grant does pick it up for maybe West Brom's first real attack of the game we've seen. Idrissa to a substitute Josh Mudger, and that's how it ends. Josh Griffiths on the ball for West Brom. Just wasted a little bit of time. Chips it. Decent little pass from him. Imre down the right. Can West Brom get a goal back? Joe Bryan's not doing the best, but does have 2 men tracking it. Cleworth doing his best. Josh Mudger gets his first goal in 18 games for the 74th minute, and there goes Wrexham's clean sheet. 18 minutes on the clock. Styles, Grant, Price into the box deep. Okonkwo under it. Josh Meyer was challenging, but pretty simple for Okonkwo. Passes it short to Max Cleworth, bringing the ball out of defence. Ben Sheaf dropping into midfield to pick it up. Rathbone, long ball over the top towards Kiefer Moore. I think he's onside. Does go around Josh Griffiths into the back of the net. Referee's flag is not up. Or is it? It is. It is offside. There we are then, end of today's first game. Wrexham 4, West Brom 1. Their first real highlight of the game we saw took them in to take our clean sheet on this Friday night game. On to Southampton, who now dropped to 8th after their result. Now it's Birmingham, or the American owners. Well, I say owners. Our current owners aren't American anymore, are they? So into the second game of the episode of today against Southampton. We have Birmingham next as well, but I think 3 games an episode is a little bit high for us. Mark Sykes did get his 3rd goal. I thought it was his 2nd in the last episode, but same team as last game. Don't exactly have the biggest bench. So here we are then at home against a very youthful Southampton side. Couple youth players from there, Jay Robinson and Shea Charles. Broadhead out to Josh Key. First real highlight of the game, 20 minutes in. Already had a goal and a yellow card by this time in the West Brom game. Mark Sykes finds Josh Key, goes past their wing back out to Rathbone, not really known for his winger capability. Plays 1-2s with up to Nathan Broadhead, and Nathan Broadhead puts into the back of the net. Wrexham 1, Southampton 0. Very good Southampton side, but for some reason not quite performing in real life or on today's game. 20 minutes in, Wrexham 1, Southampton 0. Joe Bryan with a deep free kick, hits the post. Pretz really wasn't near it. Bounces clear. Joe Bryan scored a massive goal for Fulham to get them promoted a couple of years ago. Can he get a goal to keep us up into the playoff positions? Joe Bryan over to Cleworth. Cleworth into O'Brien. Back to Sheaf. Into Nathan Broadhead. 1-2s just completely all the time now. Rathbone finds Sykes. Goes down into the box. Not another chance for Joe Bryan. Zach Viner picks up the loose ball. Viner out to Josh Key. To get his first goal in the last game. Sykes out to Sheaf. Back to Josh Key. Rathbone playing it around the defence nicely. Broadhead to Kiefer Moore, and it's the one offside. Into the second half, Mark Sykes is off for George Dobson from midfield. Just means we don't have our right-sided winger, but I think I'd rather keep him fit, especially when already having an injury and his fitness not doing too great, especially after playing 2 games in 4 days. Out to Josh Key on the right-hand side, to Broadhead from deep. Back to Josh Key, going to have a little bit more of an attacking responsibility in this game. Rathbone out to Josh Key again. Got 2 men on his feet. Does find Ben Sheath though, into Rathbone. Dobson into the box, shot from distance, not really testing Pretz in the Southampton goal. Joe Bryan with a free kick, 86 minutes on the clock. Can he score this one? No rush for him. Joe Bryan to take off the post. Or Parrots just saves this one. Tom Furs will pick up the pieces, trying to get at the counter-attack for Southampton. 86 minutes on the clock. Kiefer Moore taking it out wide. Last couple of minutes on this one. Yander gets it back from him. Counter-attack for Southampton. Joe Bryan is trying to put pressure on him. Goes past him pretty easily though. Back to Fellows. Fellows in towards Cameron Archer. Cameron Archer's shot crossed the goal, but luckily for Wrexham it is not into the goal. So then there is full time. Wrexham 1, Southampton 0. Wrexham now have a little bit of breathing gap. 5 points to Birmingham, who do play in the next game. Hopefully we can stay in them promotion spaces and have a playoff spot for the end of the season. Anyway, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.